Welcome to the new Marik Workshop. This segment of the WBPL 76 is brought to you by the Night Owl Association, along with the Bear Digs Company and viewers like you. Why are you here? Hello again, chat. Have some corn!
You just open it up and you rub it all over your tongue.
Ooh, woo.
Why are you here?
Sphincterotomy?
I just hit myself in the balls with an iPhone. Somebody quote that.
What could possibly go wrong?
Free Corn Thursday.
Like,
So,
wow,
what-
your organs are all fuck-shaped. What if we just stab it a little bit?
Fuck.
That unholy abomination of Yuletide terror.
Yo, my name Exhibit, and today we're gonna go ahead and pimp my mech.
I would so download feet.
Stop fucking the magnets.
I'm not fucking the magnets. You're fucking the magnets.
The fuck is Free Corn Thursday?
So that happened.
Did it though?
I mean, that's a good question.
No, the question is, how can we be sure of any objective past? The only subjective measure you have is the present, in which you're measuring a memory of the past, but the past may or may not have happened. So, as far as I can tell, it's entirely possible that everything worked perfectly this whole time.
Okay, so then here's what we'll do. We'll try it again, and we'll see what happens, okay?
Yeah,
Okay, but I'm still not done arguing with Squick over the
We'll-
shape
we'll
of
get-
cheese and string. Okay,
we will
okay, I'm sorry.
get
No, no,
there.
just,
Sir.
I'm sorry?
Sir.
Yes, quack.
We'll get there.
How you doing? Welcome to the new Marik Workshop.
No,
The meaning of human existence.
the time has come.
Okay, now we have
It is now the
now we
quiet
have
time.
audio but no frames.
Hello, and welcome to Do Not Press the Button, the game. You are here because you were selected for a very special task, and I believe your abilities are a perfect fit. You have to sit quietly in a room and not press a button. I'm sure even a simpleton like you can do that. Can you?
Burger. Burger.
Okay, now somebody explain to me what the hell just happened.
I mean, it's a standard industry training film. I don't see what you're so confused about.
Okay, Mad Ducks, you tell me what the hell just happened. Jesus, T.O.
Oh, you broke the stream, and then you broke the stream in a different way, and then you sort of made it work in a semi-correct way. And honestly, it was it's good stuff.
Okay, what was
Good lord, chat. That's just spawn camping, but also we appreciate it very much.
We
Thank you.
do. But what was the video we just watched?
That video was the demo for a game that's going to be done eventually that I may or may not have been slightly involved with for the voice lines for. And as it turns out, it's a game where you do not press a button. There are many things you can do and other buttons, but you cannot press a very specific big red button.
But what if I want to press it? It looks very pressable.
It says that the name of the game is Do Not Press the Button, sir.
Ducks, I'm bad at games.
Okay, so
Do not press the button.
here's a follow-up
I
question.
wanna.
Who made this game?
The guy named Evo from Theseus Games.
Okay.
What
might I know them from?
What might you know him from? I know the list, but now you put me on the spot. Why would you do this to me? Don't ask me questions.
I think there's one thing I'd know him from. What would it
You
be?
blake your hands. You blake your hands.
Ducks,
Wait.
what's the one thing I would definitely know him from?
I actually have to look because I don't know if it was
OnlyFans?
a parable-like game.
Ah, yes. I was going to say it did have a certain Stan-tastic vibe.
It was very Stanley-esque.
So
Very-
does he have a cameo in that too as well? Sorry.
He's the voiceover.
No, you're missing Mike.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe.
Yeah,
I don't
no.
know.
Stanley, sorry.
Ah,
Excelsior!
Now I see.
Whacker has found the list. Anyway, this game is a work in progress, and I stumbled across Evo, and it was turns out really nice guy. Honestly, like him. We were talking. He said he didn't have anybody to record, and I said, "Well, I mean, how much do you need?" And then he asked, "Do you have any samples of your voice?" And I asked, "Do you accept an entire YouTube channel?" And then I sent him the Honor Motive Carmonica commercial that I didn't put on my YouTube channel because I made it for a radio station in Houston. And he said, "I want that voice. Can you do it?" And I said, "The new Honor Motive Carmonica." And here we are.
I hate it, but also excellent.
Yeah, it's he's got, I'm not going to give any spoilers. He has a ridiculous amount of just like clever puns and references and like stuff hidden throughout the entire game. Like I couldn't do that. That's really cool.
Wait.
Whoa, what are you
Super nice.
doing, bro?
Ah!
Oh, good
Dio.
lord.
Tonight.
That's 20.
Filling the role tonight.
Von
of
Falcon,
the
see
Night
the game.
Owl.
The game is named Do Not Press the Button.
Then why would they have a button that I can press? That's bad game
Now-
There
design.
I want to
Other buttons.
I want to
wish to
stop here
press.
real quick. I want to stop here real quick because we did get some questions of whether or not people can touch the button.
Oh, you can walk up and smash the button, but you're not supposed to because the name of the game is
Yeah,
Do
yeah, but
Not.
Can
wait.
they like touch it without pushing it down? Is that
It's
okay?
a very sensitive button. You don't
What if I
touch the button.
seduce the button?
You would seduce the button.
I'd try.
Grimos, don't quote me.
Wait,
Do things with the...
fondle the button.
Oh,
You
sweet.
can't
Play
toggle the
games.
button because
No, I didn't say toggle. I said fondle the girthy button.
Nanamikan is saying, "Could I toggle the button?" And that would be a switch, not a
How
button.
about could we ooh-woo the button?
Yes, we can.
Laughing Man, I did try hitting the button with other things.
Oh my god, do not ooh-woo the infrastructure.
Ew.
No.
Do not
The
ooh-woo.
infrastructure has.
Why is the
been
button warm and wet? Asks Voxel Forge. Voxel, you
I-
weren't supposed to touch it.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
It
so
has more to do with the donuts. Don't worry
okay,
about
so
it.
what if I touched like the bottom of the button and then like lifted it up so I made sure it wasn't going down?
Can you
Still
make
touching the
two
button.
different buttons
Yeah, but
that-
that's not pushing the button.
Okay, Ducks, what if there are no witnesses and I'm a very skilled liar?
That still
There's an
still
effect
illegal.
of the button, I bet.
Still illegal. Look, if Indiana Jones can't pull the switcheroo with the sack of sand and the statue, no, you can't either.
So Zarvek sent us this stuff, and Zarvek wanted us to know that as
That's a bear.
There is a Diggs among it, yes.
It's Diggs and his backup dancers is what I see.
So I've been led to
Behold.
understand that Zarvek painted these as part of it was a prize or it was a giveaway there as for a tournament that's being run for charity this weekend. And I think that's super cool.
Yeah. Also,
It's a
behold
raffle.
one
It's a
man's
raffle.
desperate attempt to re-rail the conversation in spite of the lunatics with wrenches trying to take the track down completely.
I'm not done arguing with you about string, pasta, and cheese.
Yeah, you're not
T.O.
done arguing because you're
We'll
wrong.
get there.
I know
T.O.,
you're wrong.
man.
Good lord.
Theo, thank you very much. But
Vectron
make sure you
wants
can
to
pay
know,
your bills.
is the button normally an open or closed circuit? Because like jumper wires and diodes exist.
The button has two sides.
No, the button is a normally closed momentary, normally open momentary switch.
Okay, so it's
momentary button.
non-latching.
Welcome to the
So-
numeric workshop and the button of no, says Wookie.
That makes
It is-
sense.
No, it is not latching. No, there's not a gate circuit. It is a normally open momentary switch. Push to close. It's the
Are there-
circuit.
so are there like XOR circuits on here? Like
No, it is very simple. If push, bad thing, you're fired. Well, I get fired. If you push the button, I get fired as the snarky AI. Just don't push keep Squick away from the oh.
does the button go click? We're getting that question from chat. Does the button go click?
Yes, the button does go click.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, can you bypass the button?
Look, so
The button can very easily be bypassed by not pressing it.
Hey, I have a question, Dux.
Yes.
When you say not to press the button,
Uh-huh.
you say not to press it or not to touch it?
What I mean is don't press the button, and by don't press the button, I mean it's safest not to touch the button, because
Oh.
anybody grundling the button, looking at you, Squick,
You're not going to the
gets
button.
me fired as the snarky AI.
But
over.
wait,
but-
what if I touch the button that's not heavy enough, with something not heavy enough to push it?
It's a very sensitive button. He already said that.
It's
I
very.
think you're looking at this from the wrong side.
Guys, holy
It's-
shit! This is a level 7 hype train.
And we're arguing about a button, and Squick is still wrong about the shape of string.
And
Yeah, look, we'll get back to the
no,
shape of
T.O.
string.
No.
Theo, thank you
on this
again.
hype
Please make sure you pay
Theo
your bills.
is going to fiddle with the tax stuff for Diggs. And
T.O. is giving
Theo.
Diggs a hard time for his birthday. Happy birthday, Diggs.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthdays. But no,
Happy
so,
birthday.
Dux, I have a
Can we
question.
pull the button?
Yes.
I have a
Woo!
very important physics question.
Okay.
So, can we assume that in the universe in which this button exists, electricity can be said to operate functionally at the speed of light?
Close enough. Yes.
Okay, so if we were to push the button in a superluminal manner and return the button to its original home position before the information
Squick, I swear, if you
had hit the
if you follow
universe-
this up with, if I turn on a flashlight and smack it with a flashlight, does that count? No, it doesn't. Oh God.
He said you can do it with the flashlight, guys. He said you can push the button with the flashlight.
Hey, you're not touching it if you're using an object.
I like Zarvek's work on this. I think it looks good, especially the part where this dude in the front looks like he's trying to recreate the end of Princess Mononoke.
Well, really, how do we define touching? Because at a fundamental level, no two particles will ever directly interact.
Well, that's true. But if you look at the screen, you see how dude with the boar on his head and the axe is not touching the bear. That is not touching.
These are
I
fleshy
don't
trees.
see that, Dux. All I see is cauliflower.
These trees are fleshy.
When Mo showed me the picture, I said it was cauliflower. Looked like cauliflower too.
Dux, we can't share the same brain cell. One of us needs to get a rental.
Screw you. Have you checked the price of rental brain cells these days?
Mo
They're
wants
made
to
of
know,
money.
Mo wants to know if it's a quantum button, if it's Schrodinger's button that is both pressed and not pressed at the same time.
You can look, but don't touch. Done. That
What
is
if I
flesh-colored cauliflower. You can argue with the button as long as you don't touch it. Just
but
look at the
if
cauliflower.
Philosophically, I argue that the button cannot exist.
That looks like a stringus.
That That's a penis.
That looks like a schwangus.
It does have certain
It's a schlong.
schwangular.
Mo, you ordered flesh resin on purpose, sir.
I have
know.
a question. Can you ooh-woo this?
I mean,
I think it ooh-woos us.
it is not
Does
to
ooh-woo
scale.
us.
Grimmos, don't quote me, please.
It does.
Not that one.
Look, if it were to scale, I would recommend against that. In most cases, the human body should not sex the lighthouse.
What if it's a windmill?
Well,
Oh shit! Oh shit!
So what if you're tilting at windmills?
That's not quite what.
Thank you, Grimmos.
Wait, what if you put swords on each one of those? Would the windmill receive an attack of opportunity?
Okay, first of all, you can't Ginsu a windmill.
Can't
that's
or
not what he
won't?
was saying.
I was gonna not with that attitude. You can't.
You can't turn a windmill into a Ginsu.
Oh God,
they
what
don't
level
work
is
that
this
way.
hype train now? Guys, we're
Dux,
talking
I
about
absolutely
flesh-colored
can.
resin and buttons you're not allowed to press.
Level
Dux,
8 completed, by the way.
I have a wide variety of tape.
Is this the highest level hype train we've gotten to? I'm not even sure anymore.
No,
This is
No,
certainly
we
the
got
highest
12 one
conversation
night.
we've had recently.
But you
got
cannot.
12 one night.
You can't turn a windmill into a giant super mega Ginsu and like throw lettuce through it. It doesn't work that way.
Why not?
Shouldn't. Perhaps there is like a rotary ultra tornado and it has decided that bearings are for nerds and
Tio, no! Stop it! Stop it! Stop giving
Tio,
Jeff Bezos bits.
Tio, again, thank you very much, but please
That was fitty.
take care of yourself.
Oh, good God,
Yeah,
sir, that's enough. That's enough.
So, all
Sir,
I'm gonna say,
Thank you,
if
but that's
you are
enough.
in this chat and you did not have a subscription,
He
you
has
You do now.
long since passed just the people currently in chat.
Yeah,
So-
that's true.
Anyway,
we
cannot
1000%
turbo
appreciate it.
Ginsu a
But-
windshield, a windmill,
Wait,
These
windmill
trees
or
are
windshield?
green.
windmill. Listen to what I mean.
I
not what
don't
said.
care about the trees. We're talking about the logistics of adding swords to a windmill for home defense purposes.
If you add swords to a windmill, I would argue that windmill becomes the embodiment of attack of opportunity.
BizMonkey
No.
says that people that are walking by the stream right now are getting context subscriptions. Also,
Okay,
yes,
so-
Tio, bills are real, and in fact, they can affect you. 11? Sir!
Sir, sir.
If this
Maybe-
continues, someone else has to do it. Tio is not allowed now.
Dux, you can absolutely turn a lighthouse into a giant blender, says Vectron. All you need is a gear. Chain ton of
There we go.
arbors and circular saw blazes. It turns, it spins the blades. If there's a hurricane, it becomes the Beyblade of Doom.
Hey, thank you very much. What's up,
And
1985?
also Mad Duck. Well,
Yes.
we're going into
It was too much
12
fun to
now.
pass up.
Good lord.
It was
Number
too much
go
fun
up.
to pass up.
Okay, so
So, wait,
Here's,
very quickly, I just want to touch on this. Mo has gotten back his proofs regarding his macro golf course, and this is the proof of the course so far.
Yeah, I love it.
That looks pretty good. That looks very good.
I love the water hazard.
And it's got the depths on it. So, like, this is an absolutely playable classic Battletech board.
It is.
I just want to point out that everything you see there, he created.
Yes.
That is really cool.
Vectron! Stop
Damn it,
throwing
chat.
bits at us. You people have bills and families.
Everybody
They're gonna
throw
keep
one
doing
penny.
this until we derail this show hard enough that they can no longer hold on. So we have to take this train off the rails long enough to do a barrel roll.
We do
No.
not. Okay,
What
so
about
we're
You
going-
took
T.O. God damn it.
Squick. You took this off the rails when you started this off by being wrong about the shape of string.
We
We'll
didn't
get back
even
to the
get
shape
to
of
that.
string. Now, Dux, we need to go over who would win in a fight. A windmill with a sword strapped to each one of its armular things, or a flailing arm tube man with a machete on each arm.
My money's on the windmill, but I mean, you got to have the wind for it to flail, and the flailing arm guy kind of does this thing. But I would be more worried that I would turn it on and I would get like Ginsu. So
Which is
I'm
why it's
still at the
perfect for
windmill.
home defense. You can
Okay.
get like light switches attached to motion sensors.
Okay. To interject, my thing just went away again. Okay. Morgana sent us more ogres, and they're baller.
Ogres!
Look at these fucking ogres. They're cool as hell.
Those are actually those are really cool buttons.
I thought this
Those
was
are-
just 3
windmills.
a.m.
I mean-
Denny's.
Ogres.
They're cool
Those are
buttons.
baller ogres.
So if they're buttons, can you push them?
I need another water break because brain out of coolant or something because I'm stuck between buttons, Ginsus, windmills, string, cheese, and ogres.
I have
I know
also
how I
noticed.
Really cool ogres.
I noticed the law put a bunch of forbidden buttons in chat.
Forbidden buttons. Yeah.
Posture
We got a
check.
posture
Oh,
check.
I
We
thought
got
those were like
Stretch.
and a
hypno
stretch.
buttholes.
Hypno buttholes.
I actually
Oh,
needed a stretch.
Grimos, you know what to do.
I
Biz
stretched and something
monkey,
popped.
stop it. Vec, no, stop it.
You cannot quote the hypno butthole. There's money flying your way.
That's
All
why
hail
I'm sending Grimos to do it.
All hail the hypno No, I'm not saying it.
You already did.
Nope, I didn't finish it. It doesn't count.
hail.
Honestly, the flesh work and detail on these
The
is
glow cloud.
really, really good.
Yes, they are.
Yep.
Flesh
Oh,
work
we got,
also
damn
sounds.
it, we got push-ups. I don't have room in my office to do push-ups.
I'm not doing it.
I would usually do them, but I'm not allowed.
Well,
So,
Hal, you're up.
Hal,
I don't want to.
Hal, you're up.
You're up.
I don't.
And then down. And then up again.
like 5
and
times.
then down again.
Hang on a minute.
Normally
I'll
I do
appreciate-
them, but I'm not allowed.
I'll give in to peer pressure. Give me a minute.
Mad Duck
appreciate
isn't allowed
chat.
to look up. He can't do push-ups. There's up
See?
in it.
Things are looking up for me, but I'm not because I'm not allowed.
Oh, Grimo says you can
Grumble.
substitute squats. Sir, I did like 3 sets on each leg of split squats today. I'm not sure I could. T.O., no, sir. No, sir.
No, I think T.O. has more than earned a Halzakar reading. We could put a pin in that, but I think we could say I'm sending it to Hal. I'm sorry.
That's fair. But
What
I
are
appreciate
you
very
sending?
much-
I just popped my shoulder out and back in. What
That's
are you
okay.
sending to me?
You don't need 2 of them.
Is it the fact that T.O. is like Chumbawamba drunken?
Yes.
I did not know that was a phrase.
He's tub thumping by Chumbawamba. Voxel,
Fucking-
Voxel, you just threw a penny at my face.
Nice.
I
Yeah.
did tell him
Oh.
to throw a penny at you.
Okay, I'm gonna get in on that. One moment. I have to click some button. Oh yes, but I
I
was
get
going to
knocked
say
down,
I
and I get
enjoy-
up again
Oh, do I need to read that properly?
after
Hang on
a
just
bit.
second.
After a bit, yeah. Once we get through the work, recent.
Yeah, I appreciate
Ogres.
that redeem comes in, and everyone on this call is immediately like, "Well, we could ask Squick to do something, or we could bully Hals into doing it." And everyone.
Oh,
made
yeah, I
that
was totally
decision,
on board
like,
with that.
immediately.
and then Hal's shoulder hurts again. So
That's okay. You
Well,
got
don't
to.
do that. Download
Can't
more
help-
shoulders.
can't help it. My shoulder is so jacked up at this point.
Would that be a
Well-
How's hurt?
Oh yes,
Hurts a
my
car?
body is filled with Hal's
I-
hurts.
Okay, who painted the Robo? Because that is my favorite Chrono Trigger character.
We did that
So-
last week. I
Oh, there you
I
go.
finished it up on
That was-
stream last week.
Hey, Ducks, I would like to tell you that this. Hi, Diggs.
Happy
I did.
birthday.
Oh, it's in a pose that I had a catchphrase I used it with.
For those of you
So
viewing
whenever you
this
use
on the
machine
VOD
gun.
later, Diggs just popped into the channel and said, "What the hell?"
Said,
Though-
the hell?
To be fair, he could just have a chatbot set up that pops that in at random, like every 15 hours, and it would be entirely appropriate.
He could also have it set up to automatically trigger on Thursday at about 9:30, so that we think he's fussing at us. But no, see, now we're getting a lot of the hell, so it's glitched.
There's also a choo-choo with a B after it.
Diggs, don't worry about it. It's all fine. We were arguing about windmills, Ginsu knives, and Squick was wrong about string.
Hey,
I'm
Cookie,
not wrong about string. You're wrong about the machete Ginsu man.
Cookie, what does that blue thing on screen look like? Yeah, Cookie. What does that blue thing that's on screen look
A
like?
monkey. It looks like a monkey.
It looks like a little blue monkey sitting down, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks like punching down.
Oh, the stick. Okay, yes. Sorry, I thought we were talking about the guy in the corner.
And the one
I was
all the
very
way at the
confused.
bottom looks like that he's got his he's getting like fondue out of a pot.
Ooh.
And,
Wait,
and
is
the
that-
one at the top looks like the airplane, the stealth airplane flying over.
There you go. It's the B2 Spirit. There you go. But
Have we been
congratulations,
using
everyone.
swords around this
There's
whole time?
82 of you in chat right now. You are all now never going to be able to look at the Steiner fist without seeing a monkey sitting
Upside down
down.
monkey.
The hand of
I-
Thistocles has an impressive mustache.
The
I
hand-
see the most interesting man in the world from the Dos Equis commercials, but in the form of a robot.
I mean, that's also
Oh.
fair.
Ooh.
That's what I
Yeah.
see.
Yeah.
That's all fair.
Would that commercial go stay well oiled, my friend?
Okay,
Should
we got a
be-
Diggs, a skating robot, 3 of me, 2 cookies, and a Psyduck.
Now, Parallax.
Hi.
No spit and no squick. I gotcha.
So, Night Star, good.
Uh-huh.
Is it coming out of a repair bay or a mech wash?
Well, both. It's full service.
Or a Solaris entranceway?
Voxel, what are you going to wreck, Voxel? Why were you wreck at Ralph, Voxel?
Good reasons.
Hal Digiman says that he can't think of the House Steiner without remembering the Steiner math promo.
Because Kurt Angle knows he can't beat me, which means you take his 33 and a third chance and add to my 33 and a third chance, and then you double it so you get... I can't do the whole damn thing anymore. I used to
Okay.
be able to do it, but...
Which is an interesting quote, but I'd like to quote the Law, who says, butthole, 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 Tom, Tom,
It's important to have your toms in there.
Irby, Irby,
Yeah.
butthole, 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 Irby, 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 butthole, and a lot of bears.
A whole lot of bears.
Do not butthole the Tom's emotes. No, wait.
I mean, I feel like they're self-buttholing.
Yeah, no.
Wait a
His
minute.
suit is open, we have problems.
Yes, and the wrench is melting.
The
I-
silence in the library. What?
See, I
are
went
you
the same
watching
place
the
Cookie
stream?
did.
Somebody clip that is what needs to happen.
Clip
Quickly
what?
goes away.
Which one?
You
The
can't
butthole,
clip the butthole. There's too many of them.
Do not clip the butthole. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Crowbon. Crowbon
Yes!
the adequate. According to
love
Mace
it.
Hughes.
Your human tools are insufficient.
Yes.
Wookie just sneezed so hard he scared his cat. Crowbon is insulting your technology right now, janitor captain.
It is not insulting, it is being correct, but I understand you are stupid and do not know the difference.
I appreciate the foam rubber monkey wrench.
You see,
too.
now Laughing Man is asking if we could press the button. Oh. The butthole.
There is a different website for that.
Why?
Well,
You
Cookie,
can't-
this is for you.
Yes.
This one's for you, Cookie.
Ooh.
Oh, hey, some robots.
Yes,
Woo?
some robots I painted. Second set of robots, but Cookie, these are specifically Clan Wolf Blue Keshik pattern.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was going to be like the Beige Prance Brigade.
Yeah, it's also that.
Very cool. I love it.
The Brown Pants Brigade.
Yeah, they're very classy.
Aren't they? I was actually really happy with how these turned out.
Yeah, it's okay. So I really like the dry brushing around the edges of the panels there. Like,
That's
I know.
not dry brushing.
Oh God. Oh no.
Yeah.
Tiny brush.
Yeah, that was
Oh.
very, very methodological and purposeful individual panel lining.
There have been questions as to whether you can clip the wires of the button or unhook the power of the button.
Vectron, Tom, this isn't even our final form. We can go stupider.
Oh yes. Fetch me a shovel.
Okay, so this, very quickly, I was commissioned by Legion member Eeyore to make the Striker. Now, the Striker is a mech that exists exclusively in old art and very old models. So it has that old Dwayne Luce art where it is very, very round. It's very round.
I love it.
So I tried to, thank you, Cookie. I tried to modernize it a little while keeping the character of it. And Eeyore was very happy with it. So this is the 2C and the 2S models of the TO. The 2C and 2S models of the Striker. And frankly, I'm really happy with how it turned out. He wanted it to keep as much of the old art as possible while getting rid of the pointedly goofy bits. So I even kept the dramatically oversized barrel on the autocannon on the arm.
Oh, that's what I thought. It just had a really lumpy nipple.
It does. But also, the autocannon on the arm is an AC5. But the art would have you believe it's an AC50.
That tracks. Yeah. Perhaps it is just a very low velocity round.
It could be. It could be a very low velocity. It's got stopping power.
We come from a planet where we do not have lead or steel or copper. We have foamed aluminum exclusively.
It's so slow moving. There's propellers mounted on the back of it.
Foamed aluminum only, but they still have Ginsu windmills.
Oh, yeah.
When you say you're going to Bob Barker it, I really, really hesitate to ask what that is because my brain is like the line that he ended every show with instead of something in the middle.
That was the Striker, not the line holder. Was up. I really like that idea that it's a black powder AC5.
Is actually. And in between shots, the mech warrior has to climb out to reload it.
Yeah. He has to get out and ram a new round.
Hey,
how's it?
You know what?
How's it? What's this?
Was up? That's genius. So
that's
I had
tech if there's ever been any.
No, I had a madman send me some stuff, and I assembled this stuff into a setting that actually organized my paint slapping apparatus and T.O.
No.
Yes, Grimos, it is, and it also has my handy dandy Free Worlds League coaster as the cherry on top. So there's a complete and utter madman I thanked for it, and I put it together and arranged everything, and now I'm confused because this isn't how I'm used to painting.
On the left there's a clear mech. Did you get the record sheet for that?
I did. The murder bird?
Terror bird.
Terror bird, sorry.
I was hoping Parallax would remember to rename it the Halbatross.
Wow.
I apologize for nothing. Where do you get the little poppy thingies for paint?
Walmart?
I
bought a bigger one this week at Walmart on clearance.
Shit, Albatross. How did that never cross my mind?
It immediately crossed my mind, but my mind is a defragmented hard drive that was stuck in a microwave. So
I don't know what to do with this now.
I think it's a fragmented hard drive.
I'm so ashamed of myself.
Okay, so very quickly, I want to run through this because I'm very
that's gonna
about this.
That's going to end up being my quote in Parallax's music now.
It could be. Okay, so I'm very chuffed about this. Eeyore doesn't have a printer, so I'm going to send these models to him after I paint them for him. So that we all have a frame of reference here, this is the 2C in its walking pose. Okay?
Damn.
I have to figure out how I'm going to send this thing and make sure that it does not break in transit, because I have a pretty good record, but it's not 100%.
I can give you some options there.
Sir, are you ready for what I came up with?
Oh, good Lord. Probably not. Let's do it anyway.
Well, as it turns out, I now have access to things. Maze, I guess I didn't get them. I put everything that I had gotten into the lineup. So I'm sorry if I guess I didn't see it. Anyway, so I have access now to a different nature of printer than just the resin one, right?
Uh-huh.
So if you were to take this and consider that I modeled this and therefore know how to do that, you might come up with something like this. And if you have something like this, then you might be able to do something like this with it.
I see where you're going with that.
Why are you showing us the Striker's Grendel?
Butthole robot.
Once you have it in that, this fucker doesn't move. Like, I have taken it and I've shaken it, and as long as I don't turn it over, it doesn't fall out of this. It doesn't move. This is
Scotch tape.
I'm gonna like saran wrap it or something. I am absolutely chuffed about how well this turned out. This is great.
All right. I would like to make a couple of small suggestions, which you are welcome to disregard.
Okay, what you got?
But you've created something very interesting here. However, if there's any rattle room at all, the paint job is going to take a beating. So you might consider like getting a piece of foam, putting it on the back, and then taping that on.
Oh, I'm going to do that anyway. But as it is, seriously, it does. I can show this off on stream. It doesn't move in this. Now, I was going to do that. I was going to like make it so it wasn't going to move anyway. But like, even without anything on it, it doesn't move.
You could technically make a Striker ice cube tray.
Well, it's not that detailed, but I like where your head's at.
I want to just say kudos, Parallax, because you took all of the practical ideas and said no.
There's also that, yes. You have selected the most overcomplicated, overbuilt, ridiculous solution for a non-problem and said, yes, I'll have that.
But you know what? It is a problem, and I've solved it.
I feel like you've caused another one.
Nope.
But
it's perfect. Everything's perfect.
We need to send
Eeyore of the Black Pants Legion.
What?
Is that Eeyore of the
Yes,
Black
it is.
Pants Legion?
Yes, it is.
Hello, Eeyore.
Maximum howdy, friend.
Eeyore, you have cool strikers.
Striker's cool, have you?
Also, we're 45 minutes into the stream before any paint has hit anything.
Well, yes, but we spent
that a
a good
record?
portion of time talking about this thing that may or may not be a game that Mad Dogs may or may not be involved with.
That's true.
It was very important. So anyway.
So, okay, now that we are going to actually touch the paint to the thing.
But no, we can. He hasn't done it yet. We can still stall.
No.
We can ride this wave all the way to the end.
All right, I am going to go ahead and excuse myself at this point. I hope everyone has a wonderful night, and I hope Parallax continues to have the most utterly cursed stream possible.
Get out of here, stalker.
But Chumbawamba later.
Is that
Oh,
good?
I did forget. Hang on.
Well,
Let me get the text.
This is our thank you to you, T.O. Also, we are concerned for you.
We are deeply concerned.
I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Again.
We'll be singing, pissing the night away. You're never gonna keep me down.
I hate everything.
Oh. I get knocked down, but I get up again. We'll be singing, pissing the night away. Am I that predictable? You're never
fucking song.
gonna keep me down when we're winning. I get knocked down, but I get up again. We'll be singing, pissing the night away. You're never gonna keep me down. Oh. I get knocked down, but I get up again.
Stay the fuck down.
God, this reads like
We'll
a
be
police
singing.
transcript with an incredibly drunk, belligerent man.
Pissing the night away.
Well, they were
Squid, can we break
anarchists.
Squid, can we break Chat GPT again?
Probably.
Give me a minute. I need to.
And there was Diggs in the middle of that too. So you know what?
What did Diggs say?
The hell.
Just
He
what?
said the hell 3 times.
Sure. Well, that
What
was
the
that was
hell?
just the
What?
bot that he
What
has
the
set up for
hell?
this stream.
What?
All right.
What
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hell?
Everyone have a wonderful night. Parallax,
Ruin
Have a good night,
now.
Hal.
Parallax have a
fun
cursed
out there.
stream.
Yeah, you were already here. That happened.
Oof. Be right back. I need drink.
Cookie's getting
Consume
drunk.
liquids.
Cookie's getting drunk, folks. Look what you
So
did.
my cat left me. So what are you painting tonight? What are you doing tonight?
Well, I'm doing a little bit of work on one of these strikers for It's Just Eeyore of the Black Pants Legion.
Okay. Also, Squick, would you like to explain to chat why you're wrong?
I've never been wrong in my life, so no.
Mad Ducks, why do you think he's wrong?
Because I have tangible evidence that he is incorrect about the fundamental shape of string.
No, it is not a matter of the shape of string. It is a matter of the properties required for an item to be compared to string or to be said to have string-like properties.
You know, somewhere among all of these people that just randomly got fucking subscriptions to this stream because T.O. went fucking nuts tonight, somebody is watching this for the first time. They have no idea what's going on.
Well, then
That's
they're about
appropriate.
to be educated.
Yeah, they're about to be educated about string, I guess.
Now, listen, I'm telling you that if you take a can of spray cheese, you hold it upside down, and you hit it, you get a string-like... See, Vectron is even like string theory. Yes, string theory involves a can of string cheese. Probably like some of the old
Spray
3D
cheese, sir, spray
Doritos,
cheese.
just bite the end off, fill it with cheese, eat it. I don't know. We're working on it. All I know is
remember
Squick
those
is wrong.
3D Doritos.
No, I'm not wrong. You cannot have a liquid that is also a string. And at the end of the day, it's a thick liquid, but it's still a liquid.
So
You
it's-
reference
it's a
string
thick
cheese
liquid?
that you pull apart. It is
Yes.
a tube that gets pulled into smaller
cheese
tubes.
is a solid.
Wait. So is Twizzler's pollen peel a string?
No,
It
it's
is
an
string
abomination.
shaped.
No,
It doesn't
guys.
taste good.
No. String is actually wound.
I mean,
But-
we're all
So
pretty
it's
wound right
not
now.
It's not a tube at all.
I
It's a
am-
wound and twisted.
I
thing.
feel like I can definitely speak for everyone here when I say I am not wound enough for this conversation.
Yeah,
And
but here's
also,
the
I
thing.
will not get drunk because I don't have cheese or NyQuil. Sorry.
Do you
Um,
have
Yes, the
do you have liquor
traditional
cheese?
American drinking pairing of cheese and NyQuil.
No, I
Darth-
don't have any bourbon cheese. so
Darth
it will be
Crashalot says that string is a tube with a twist.
Wait, no.
macaroni
Okay, so
would be is- yeah. Then
No,
it's
I'm all...
an argument of string versus stringy. One of those is a description of a fibrous material with a twist, fair enough, but the other is having the properties of string. And I will argue up, down, and sideways as long as I have to, because this is my hill and I'm right, damn it, that a liquid cannot be stringy, as string requires exclusively the properties of a dry material.
How do you classify a semi-solid?
Frozen. Yes, rope is braided. Yes, but string itself is rolled and twisted, pulled, rolled, and twisted.
I have a cookie question.
Yes.
How do you differentiate between string and twine?
Material.
Oh, it's what it says on the label.
Yeah, I'm with Squick on this one specific thing.
And
Also-
literally nothing else.
Well, who the
Yeah,
fuck buys kite twine?
Mnemonic Man is asking if you could string up the button.
I mean,
if you
it's
if
into
you
that-
press the button, I get fired. Do not press the button.
Guys,
Twine is a programming language. Ha ha ha. No.
Welcome.
I think the difference is that twine is somewhat thicker than most string,
giggity.
and well, yeah, exactly. And
Oh my.
I think that string also the individual strands are twisted before they're twisted together. Like when you get like wool string or wool thread or whatever, it's twisted and then twisted.
Okay, so what if it were a late 90s PlayStation car combat game?
No, Like, I see where you're going with this, but also I don't care because I just learned that we can make cheese rope.
Yeah, but what about twisted metal?
Ooh.
Yeah, that's a steel cable we use them for bridges. But the cheese rope, though.
I terminate steel cable not these last couple of months, but I terminate steel cable every week.
I
However,
do have another
Dutch,
question then.
Okay.
Joker says we're just stringing this along.
Well, I hate that he's right.
I mean,
he's technically correct, which
the
you
best
know,
kind
boys,
of correct.
The best kind.
So
do not press the button. I'll get fired.
Can jet fuel melt steel string?
That's a hell of a lot easier to melt the cheese rope, but...
Night Zarback.
I need to call the doctor and ask if I'm allowed to drink 3 slugs of scotch before I even try to answer that question, sir. My brain is already a defragmented hard drive that's been thrown in a blender.
Sir. I'm sorry, sir. I think it's a fragmented hard drive. I don't think you've
Why have you fragmented your blender?
It wasn't on purpose.
Microwave. Why have you fragmented your microwave?
The first
I
it was the
human appliances.
Prove it.
What human appliances?
He has the Maya Wadinky.
Yes, I have the Maiwadanki Mr. Naki drumstick type musical instrument, which is perfectly at home in the kitchen.
It's a very normal kitchen appliance that he uses.
Council.
He uses it while he's making scrambled eggs. It's a perfect fit. I support Squick's right to the Maiwadinki drum-like music machine.
The Mr. Naki drum-like musical.
That thing.
I can hear Wookie giggling all the way from the other room. That's so funny. I love it.
Hold on. Do not press the button. My character will be fired.
Your character will. Will you?
They're still talking about the buttons.
Our
string Bully Snake says. Bully Snake says our theories are hanging by a thread.
No,
you have to fragment it before you can defragment. Unfortunately, it takes far more glue to defragment a microwave than it takes the black powder to fragment it.
So we have to blender the microwave, and then we can redo the hard drive?
Yeah,
I'm confused.
That's exactly what we're saying.
Wait, has this stream all been leading up to a Will It Blend commercial?
Yes.
I mean, most streams do if you have a blender.
I mean,
I have a blender. I don't have a good blender.
Just ask Doctor Who.
Yeah, you don't want to use
get
a
him
good
in
blender
here and
on
we'll
it.
ask him.
Okay. Grimo says, I am losing my entire mind. Wookie, help.
how is he supposed to help? Grimace, you're usually like my co-pilot of madness. What? Why have you're failing me?
In your arms forsaken me.
I swear, if somebody quotes that Grimace is my co-pilot of madness,
then it will be entirely appropriate and that it was a good move.
May says we need a picture of the Maiwadanki Mr. Naki
drumstick type musical instrument.
Squid, get after it. Take photographs.
Yeah, get it.
Well, it's time to run a train on his eyeballs.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
That was a random quote. That was a random quote that came up from November 17th from this stream.
Of course it was.
Pretzel Bomber just did a random quote.
Well, Pretzel Bomber spent a lot of last night blowing up AK's whole civilization, so...
Again?
Yes.
Is that good? Do we do that here?
Well, you could do it on AK's stream.
Okay, I have my hands on the Maiwadanki Mr. Naki drumstick type musical instrument. I am acquiring photographic proof of the Maiwadanki Mr. Naki drumstick type musical instrument.
I'm going to demonstrate my age right now because every time...
Somebody bleep the blue.
Every time he says the whole thing, I think of that episode of Square One, MathNet, where the every time they said ATM, they said ATM or the automated teller machine, ATM or the automated every time.
Or the Maiwadanki Mr. Naki drumstick type musical instrument.
Exactly. Right. Thank you.
Squick, do you have an automaton yet?
I do not have an automaton.
So it's
God, I want an automaton.
It feels like we need to like crowdfund some automatons.
I am on the waiting list for crappy guitars. I was on the waiting list for a 2-string bass before the stuff started.
Okay. Then new question from a very particular brand of 90s music. Are you prepared, Mad Ducks? This is now a question and series of questions for you. Are you ready?
No, but go anyway.
Okay, so 1993, a band from Seattle takes the top of the Billboard charts with a song about peaches. That band is the Presidents of the United States of America. I love this band. I will fight you.
No, it's not a bad band. Hold on.
So, the two guitarists, I will say, for this band, I believe it's I think it's Paul Dederer and come on, I know the other one. It's Dederer and shit, I've lost the name of the lead singer. In any event,
Turbo Greg.
I would actually expect you to know this considering your locality there, Squick. But they don't play particularly traditional guitars. They don't play guitars and they don't play basses.
Okay.
They play the bass guitar and the git bass.
Right, and the dude plays the bass guitar like a steel guitar half the time. His action is kind of high. I know what you're talking about.
And I was wondering if you were familiar with the bass guitar or the git bass.
I am not. I just want a 2-string bass. That's all I'm saying. Just so I could, it's funny.
Well, no, I mean, they frequently play as I remember, the git bass is a 3-string guitar and the other 3 strings are bass strings. And the bass guitar is, I think it's 2 strings are guitar and 2 strings are bass.
Later on, I'll try to remember to send you a link to a video showing the Gitorgan.
The Gitorgan.
Ooh.
Yes, Pretzel Bomber is right. That is how you spell it. It is GUITBASS git bass.
Which makes sense if it's half guitar, half bass.
That's right.
Right. I knew a guy that once had a custom-made 8-string bass, and it was nicknamed the aircraft carrier.
Chris Ballou. Yeah. Chris Ballou was the lead singer, and
not Turbo Greg at all.
Not Turbo Greg.
I say we take away Squick's naming privileges for 10 minutes.
You can try.
So as it turns out, Chris Ballou, after the presidents went on hiatus / broke up / whatever the second time, went on to have a relatively healthy career as a children's musician under the stage name Casper Baby Pants. And it is very listenable music as far as I'm concerned. My kids both went through it, and I didn't want to go kill him after the 6th time that the kids demanded to listen to it. So if you have young kids, that is actually an endorsement from me.
Here's another one. I like a guy named Andy Mason. He's from my state. But he sings songs like My Hair Had a Party Last Night and Everybody Likes Pizza.
You know, most people like pizza.
I'm getting to where I tolerate it less well, but I still like it, if that makes sense.
You've been exposed to it so much that your tolerance has been worn down. But it took a long time to get there, right? My tummy gets
grumpy. Yes. Oh, hell yeah. And
or did you mean the pizza?
The pizza. No. I love Andy Mason.
Okay.
I pull out Everybody Likes Pizza when I'm allowed to at school.
Okay, Tio, I was quiet because I was using my brain cell, and it wasn't in the full upright position with the tray table locked, but I got it now.
Also,
there's a link.
Also, you guys talking about Oh, cool. Also, you guys talking about the sharing of the brain cell reminds me of the part in Percy Jackson where the ladies have only one eye, and one of them is driving, and she's not the one
The
with the
Fates,
eye.
right?
The Hags. Yeah.
They were also
Squ-
in Disney's Hercules.
I just want to point out, I had to use the brain cell, and right now Squick is quiet.
That's
Well,
true.
yeah, you were using the brain cell. It would have been
Right.
rude to steal it.
I was talking about a thing out of my long-term memory, so I didn't need the brain cell.
Oh, hey, a printable bathtub.
Hey,
Yeah, but like,
Ooh, a brake caliper keychain.
hey, Squick.
Hello.
Can I 3D print a reliable micro ATX board?
That depends on a lot of wordplay.
What do you mean by reliable?
Will it hold up to long-term use?
how long?
What do you mean by motherboard, and what do you mean by 3D print? Specifically.
I mean a micro ATX board
Mm-hmm.
that I buy, that I then put my current, soon-to-be old processor into.
Laughing Man says, "Is sleep time? Good night, all." And then he says, "Do not press the button." That's exactly what he says.
He
Don't
says
check
press the
chat.
button.
Don't
He
check
does
chat.
say-
He says, "Do
does
not
say
press the button." You don't have to read chat. I'm telling you, it says.
But unfortunately, we cannot press the button because the button is not yet available.
There's a demo.
Important secret. My keyboard has a lot of buttons.
Yes, but none of them are the button.
They're not the big red button.
You don't know what my keyboard looks like. Maybe
that's
I just
true,
like.
that's true. I don't know what your keyboard.
Maybe I
looks
just go around meat slapping like an entire desk full of nothing but e-stop buttons.
Now
and that's how I type.
I am
in a minute or two.
relatively certain
we're
that the
almost there.
button is similar to but legally distinct from the Ren and Stimpy history eraser button.
Mercury Alpha has asked, has said you must have 2 brain cells to enjoy this ride, and I just want to make sure we've pointed out we don't even have 2 brain cells to run the show. You don't need any to tune in and join the madness.
It's true, especially if you type in !lurk.
Operation could not be completed. Button unlocks at 83 out of 100.
I still think !fart should do something.
I still think that it's 10 o'clock and it's time for Us Arraigned.
That's possible.
That's about to here in a
Us
couple
Arraigned.
minutes. 9:05, 9:10. But whatever, we can do that.
We will eventually play a game of Us Arraigned.
The time
Ducks,
is
I'm
time
sending you a
to argue about Us Arraigned.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it. Do
Tell
it.
me. Tell the people what the thing is.
The thing. Well, it's a button you don't push.
Squick, this is amazing.
Also, the thing was a car that Volkswagen developed in the 60s that was based on the same platform as the Beetle, but it was designed after their more military history of production. So it's kind of more like the German equivalent of the Jeep from World War II, but not quite as harsh. But it has a lot of those kinds of lines to it. So that's what the thing is.
Okay, so the way this works is I put up a prediction. You use your goob to say us, which is us here, the 7 of us that regularly occupy this little zone, and and the Monday Nighters, and ain't is everybody else. And Monday Nighters are just the 4 on Squick's normal button.
On the regular Squick and Warlock
Pandora
show.
Pirate Radio. Yeah. Anyway, so, and Dapper Gentleman I Give, or the colloquially known as the Goob Hole, is I have too much goob. Please take it from me. That's what that one is. All right. Ready? Set. 2 minutes starting now. Go for it.
Bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-dum, bum ba-dum, bum bum ba-da-da-da. Wait, I have Mr. Bassface right over there. Why am I singing it?
Because you're not allowed to touch your bass.
Get muted.
No. The doctor said I can't play the bass. I asked, can I play a ukulele? And he said yes.
But he said you're not allowed to play metal on.
He said no heavy metal, but I'm going to play heavy metal on Mr. Bassface. You can't stop me.
What if I
The
offered to
Diggs
send
bot is
you-
back. He said the hell
Diggsbot
5
is
times.
back. He also had his text face on.
Okay, so here's where I'm going to talk about the paint that I was also commissioned for from Eeyore on this, because Eeyore didn't just ask for me to paint them in any which way. He asked for a very specific set of paint jobs inspired by
Stryker himself.
No, not by Legion member Stryker, who you can catch on I believe
Friday
Saturday mornings.
Friday nights and Saturday mornings.
That's right, for the art stream. The as of yet untitled art stream. I believe it's been untitled for 6-7 months now.
I thought that Untitled Art Stream was the title to the Untitled Art Stream.
Night, Tom. The button does need pressed at some point.
Do
Sorry,
not
Doc.
press the button.
All right, let's see if I can up the amount of goob that I have lost from 850,000 to more. Mark your alpha. You can't exclamation mark the button.
Yes, you can.
Okay.
He lies.
Shouldn't.
He lies.
So, what Eeyore asked for, his inspiration for all of this, I think, was the antenna on the top of the Stryker. He decided it looked like a cockatoo.
Oh, cute.
I thought that word was going somewhere else.
It looks like a cockatoo.
Oh, okay.
So
Burb.
he
Quick.
asked for me to paint them like a series of cockatoos, not just like some he came to me with like specific pictures. He wants them to look like very specific cockatoos.
No,
on specific models. Like, he was very particular about this. So
we already had the human flesh colored printing tonight. We don't need more of that business. Thank you very much.
Oh, I didn't say. I should have shown Mo a picture of my flesh-colored Caesar in cut-off overalls.
What? Okay, I'm not asking. I seem to remember at some point on this stream, thanks to our lovely audience, I painted an albatross human flesh tone. That was cursed as hell.
Well, you started with an albatross.
The flesh tone certainly didn't help. It was not my albatross, so it was all downhill.
But that
from
was
there.
Before you did your albatross.
It was before I was modeling anything.
Yeah, you were still yelling at
There.
your ass off at Blender.
I sent Mo a picture of cursed Caesar. Mick.
This is not. There we go.
So
check your DMs, Mo.
Should I tell the good people? I suppose. Yeah.
I think the usher
better. Oh yeah, they better deal with us, right? Okay. Press the button and allow.
Press the usher ain't button.
Press the
that
usher
button's
ain't.
okay.
That button's okay. All right, so here we go. Usher ain't.
Let's see where the button goes.
Or ain't. Ready? Set.
The hell.
I almost typed usher ain't. Okay, here we go.
Quote 148. I should probably explain what's going on since we're naked in the sheep church.
I watched that.
Catherine.
That sounds like that was from Catherine.
Yeah, it was from Catherine.
It was. I watched that stream.
It was an
Me
odd
too.
game.
That was a weird game.
Funny stream. Ainted. Yep, we got ainted.
Hey.
All right. Also, should I tell the good folks in chat about my
The
week?
Night Owl just made 500,000 goop.
No.
No.
That's what it says.
No, you should. Yes, I was saying that a Night Owl cashing in. Sorry.
Okay. So I haven't felt good most of a week. I spent pretty much all of last weekend sick off my ass, and then Tuesday I was sick, and then again this Tuesday I wasn't feeling good.
So
but I went
were
to work
you sick
anyway.
on your ass?
Yeah, I was.
Okay.
Anyway, so I went to work all of this week. I didn't go Tuesday of last week, but anyway, I went to work And Friday, two things happened. First off, several of the little ones I worked with were like not there, so I went and helped in other classrooms. And the and I went into my neighbor's classroom, my the one right across from me, and a little one bit me hard enough to it's that I still see it.
Wow.
A week later.
They bit the shit out of you. Christ.
Yep. And
On
then
the report card, they will be given an excellent mark for jaw strength.
right, pretty much. And then a few hours after that, we get called into into a meeting with the principal. She's like, everybody else can go home except for you and you. And I was one of those yous. And she says, we talked to the superintendent and he cannot authorize more teachers and we wouldn't have anywhere to put them. So come like 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I will have a class of 3-year-olds.
Uh-oh.
So I will no longer be doing the job that I am currently doing.
I'm sorry, Cookie.
Cookie, I believe I can point you towards a piece of media that does offer a solution for this exact situation. If I recall correctly, Star Wars Episode 3 has an instructional guide.
Aggressive negotiations?
No, that's episode 1.
Oh, which one?
I guess that's episode 2. No, he's talking about Anakin in the temple.
Oh, I'm not going to kill the younglings.
Well, then how are you going to rule the galaxy?
I don't want to rule the galaxy.
To be fair, Anakin didn't rule the galaxy. Damn it, Cookie.
Well,
he's
he
not
certainly
here.
thought he did.
Why would you do this to me?
Because it's become a trope in our communities, that's why.
Squid,
tell me I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
The stream of consciousness is unidirectional. I have no mirrors. I was probably saying something about a thing with the stuff.
Were you saying something about ruling the galaxy? Because I said Anakin didn't.
Well, he thought he did, and that's close enough.
He was a subcontractor to the ruler of the galaxy.
Yes, but he was the Lord of Drama under Wrinkly Ballsack Lightning Man.
He was a solid third in command.
Okay, so but anyway, so yeah, Wookiee wants me to do the same thing, but anyway.
To kill the young
Look,
ones?
I'm just saying Anakin was the ultimate nepotism hire.
Nepotism hire?
He was hired because who his dad is?
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, because his dad was the Force.
His dad was the Force.
Which doesn't track at all with anything. That's stupid as hell.
It is stupid as hell. But
someone in chat here is going to chime in with, well, actually, his father was the Force as created by Darth Plagueis, who instigated that, etc., etc., etc. Yeah, that's possible.
And I'm happy for them, but then I'm going to say that the mouse took all the good lore out back and executed it and refused to go through their pockets for, IDs, good ideas, spare change.
I don't know. Thrawn is canon now.
Oh, cool, except he's going to be like, yes, blue alien smart man who most smart because he win.
Instead of, I am art critic, I see your art and...
I did not watch Rebels, so I can't speak to that. I know he was in the last season of Rebels, and he ended up losing that fight because of bullshit. And he survived everything because of space whales.
Yeah, more or less bullshit than Grievous and his entire fight, where it's, well, as the choreographer, I didn't want to deal with that, so I just had him lose 2 arms.
Substantially more bullshit than that.
Okay, because that's pretty bullshit.
Dude, he lost the fight because of space whales.
Do the space whales make art?
No.
Okay, then they're his natural enemy, QED.
They're force-sensitive space whales that can travel through hyperspace.
At least they're not force-sensitive creatures that can tell you where all the Jedis in the world are, or Force-sensitive creatures who.
So what you're
who
telling me is Cerebro.
No.
Cerebro. Magneto.
East Alamari.
Okay, East Alamari can't tell you where stuff is. They just turn off the Force within their radius as a defensive mechanism against the Force.
Oh no, Sturm and Drang. What were Sturm and Drang?
That sounds like a Vong thing, and that's horseshit.
No, Sturm and Drang.
I stepped away to get water, and I come back and I hear they turn off the Force. So I already know you're talking about the lizard things that Thrawn used.
They were fuzzy and they were snake-like. They had
fur. Ron, sure. Thank you, Gaff.
And they mounted them to backpacks so that the Jedi could not affect them directly.
And it was the greatest game mode in Dark Forces 2 multiplayer.
I don't remember that, but I didn't play multiplayer on Jedi
No, sorry,
Knight,
it was the expansion to Jedi Knight where you got like the homing rocket rifle. But yeah, it was Kill the Fool with the Asumari. Where it was kill the carrier, except that guy has no force powers, and you can't use force powers on him, so you better hope you have some kind of turbo machine gun, because you know he does.
So it was get the
VIP.
VIP.
Was it Talon Card?
Except the VIP has a machine gun.
Okay. Instead of a tank.
Yeah.
Was that Talon Card? I loved Talon Card. I thought that he was awesome.
Whatever happened to all the really weird Star Wars games? Like, bring back Masters of Terras Kazi, which made no sense on any level.
God-awful fighting game.
Because it was weird. They were trying new things, and they weren't afraid to release a terrible product. Like, that lack of fear leads to innovation. That's how we got things like, what if Twisted Metal but Star Wars?
What if Bombad Racing?
I never played that one.
Also, they used the East Alamari to speed up the cloning process because that way they could because the Force wouldn't slow things down and make you do it right, and so then that's how you ended up with Crazy Grandpa Clone.
Yeah. Apparently, if you fast cook them, then the Force is like, "What the fuck? I didn't authorize that," and they get an extra dose of crazy.
Yes, but if you turn off the Force, it's fine.
Here's my problem.
Turn off the Force
with the
button.
Do not push the button.
They had one planet, right? One planet, mostly water, where a small portion was a selection of cities. On those cities, a small portion was dedicated to the cloning of an army.
Yes.
Am I correct so far?
For post-prequel chronology, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the rest of the galaxy has many planets, yes?
Yes.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. And the Confederation possessed several planets, yes?
Yes, several planet, some.
Yeah, and with every one of those planets, let me check my math, planet-sized industrial base. Is that correct?
Conceivably.
Yes.
So, who wins? An arbitrary number of planets worth of killing machines made to kill, or Dude Bros dipshit murder family, where they learn like, yes, brain chips say kill bad man. Who is bad man? Whoever brain chips say.
My answer to that is that robots that were built by the lowest bidder.
Okay, cool. So put a bomb in them. Done.
The bidder was extremely low.
Okay, that's cool.
So
that's
there
fine.
are, but I don't know if you see the blah 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 blah.
Yeah, I'm just saying it doesn't matter how many crap droids one dude bro is worth when it's like, yes, I bid the population of New York versus the total stellar mass of Alpha Centauri. Like, it doesn't... So, you can have everyone in New York as, like, I don't know, John Wick on meth. Okay, cool. That's fine. You literally cannot climb over the bodies. You will be crushed under the weight of the dead.
So you like the stormtrooper defense of millions upon millions upon millions of things thrown at things instead of the Jedi defense of one man do good, sharp pokey stick in the face?
Wave after wave of men sent to their death until the killbots reach their predetermined limit and shut off.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay, so
Zap
that's the
Brannigan.
problem. Zap Brannigan was in charge of the Empire, And also, Zap Brannigan was in charge of not the Empire. And it was just two idiots slap fighting with the worst logistics chain in the history of film.
Yeah.
Squick. However, with the clone troopers, you got Inverse Ninja.
Okay, kind of, but only because the good... Oh, okay. Pushback. It's not Inverse Ninja as such, because not all clones are created equal. What you're seeing there is survival of the fittest. That's evolution in action. And evolution favors the clones with the built-in healing gunk.
Ah.
That sounds like clan
them
armor.
being alive
the clan
again.
Hard gel. Hard gel. You're looking for hard gel.
Squick broke me.
Is that like something you can get at the clan buffet?
No, it comes from O'Reilly's.
Orion's Mego parts.
Ow!
Thank you.
Oh, for once I want the shitty Vallejo yellow, and I can't find... Oh, there it is. There's a shitty Vallejo yellow. And now to put it on the jiggle.
You should 3D print a shelf to hold your paints.
Sir, I have 3. Actually, no, I have 4. I did 3D print them.
Looks like the Pep Boys threw up.
Anyway, Squick, there's an analogy you're missing. We see the analogy between small elite force versus big everything. And I think Tex mentioned it in one of the videos about the Clanners, the bigger industrial base.
The entire thing... Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, they did it in BattleTech. The Clanners, they found themselves facing a bigger industrial base and found out, you piss off enough people, they're gonna throw enough angry at you. Just saying. And then the Clone Wars is the only one that actually flipped the script where the small group won. And for that reason, I can only call Inverse Ninja. I'm not saying I'm right. I'm not saying I'm wrong. But it's
I think the whole thing is based on smaller group 1, because that's the whole point of the whole of the first set of movies is small group go in, get things done, fix it without
the
rest of the
one.
universe doing.
I don't know. I think the lesson in the first ones is
that the Force wins.
No, it's more that if you are a galactic scale empire, like the Empire, then your primary threat analysis is based on pure states that don't exist. So you have
So
the
what,
analogy
what you're telling me is that they really should have been focusing on the tactics that they need to be developing for the global war on rebellion or the galactic war on rebellion.
I need to point out
defenses based around that.
Voxel Forge has said Clanners don't have trainings, just steroids. And I'm going to disagree based on the fact that in the novels, they breed about 50, they tube grow about 50 of them, and they train until about 48 of them are dead. And then they go, you two that have survived, you get to fight to see if you get to be warriors. They, nutsos.
Sibcos.
Also, they have turbo lacrosse.
They do have turbo lacrosse, actually.
And Phelan Kel. They also have Phelan Kel.
Well, now they have Phelan Kel. Thank you, Cookie.
And Phelan Kel is awesome.
Okay, so.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, because I was going somewhere with that, and if you don't stop me, I'm going to keep driving it.
Questions. What's going on with chat? Chat, how are you all doing this week? What are you guys working on?
Clanners don't have training, they have advanced recess. The Jedi heard the special task force with clones must for the war fought be regional powers and only request the aid of the clone army when needed.
Chad, I think that what Parallax is really asking is, why are you here?
That's reasonable. Hey, Voxel Forge, how's that stalker coming?
Don't bother the man about his stalker.
Hey, it's very important that I know where his stalker is at all times so I can stalk it. I'm making a white cockatoo with a yellow crest.
Welcome,
First time
Punchy.
chat. Sorry, Cookie, go ahead.
Welcome, Punchy.
First time chat, Punchy Hulk says, I'm supporting models in Lychee.
Lychee is a good way to do that.
Yeah,
What?
unless you hit auto, and then it's like, what if I made solid walls connecting everything to everything else? Good luck.
What are you printing?
Supports.
Things. He's printing things and also stuff.
Things
I'm
and
a fan of
stuff.
things and
I
stuff.
like those things. I'm using Chitubox Pro for most of my printing and supporting, but that's mostly because I have got my settings on that to where I can do it relatively fast and simply, and I wasn't able to figure out how to replicate that fast and simply on Lychee.
Ew.
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 I'm sorry.
My resin printer
Wookie
still
said something.
requires.
Sorry. Wookie was telling me about something.
My resin printer still requires medical attention.
Wookie just said 0 out of 5 stars. Never throw up. Never regurgitate tortilla chips out of your nostrils. It hurts.
That's certainly a thing I've heard now.
Yep.
Punchy Hulk is currently printing a black python that they've posed like the TRO art.
Oh, cool.
I'd have to look that up and see what that art looks like. I should find something else here to paint while I'm working on this striker. Oh, I did leave
All we can see
what
striker? All we can see is the
Grumble
paint
about
daub on your elbow.
I've got an orc here that I was working on. The striker is now up on my monitor shelf under the fan.
Okay.
Let's see. Hey, Squick, I have a question.
Understandable.
So I have this wireless air compressor. I'm getting it right now. This wireless air compressor.
Is it aggressively green?
No, it's black.
Oh, okay. Yes.
It stopped charging.
Yep.
I don't know why.
Because it is $8 worth of parts trying to pretend to be $300 worth of parts with all the quality control of a maraca.
So if I want... It was working super good, BizMonkey. It really was. Like, it gave me consistent pressure. It worked really nicely. If I wanted to take this thing and, I don't know, somehow fix it, what would I need to do? Because I can get the bottom off of it and I can get to the control board for the charger.
Okay. Well, the first thing, I say, do you have a multimeter? Because you're going to need one.
I believe I have a multimeter somewhere.
Okay.
So I can get this much into it.
We'd start at the battery and work backwards.
Okay.
The first thing we would do
is
here's the
thing.
That both
I know
cells
that
of
the battery works because...
No, you don't. You know that a battery works.
Oh. So you're telling me that one of these two works. One of these two 900 milliamp batteries.
Maybe. You don't know.
We know
I
that
would
at least one of them
desolder
is
one
working.
lead from each battery and then measure voltage across the batteries to see what they have.
Yeah, there are multiple options, but what the procedure here is to start with what you think you know and verify that and expand it. In this case, what we think we know is that it's not charging, which then goes to, okay, so we think it has batteries to charge. We know...
Pause. Digiman, good night, sir.
Good night, sir.
Okay, so go on. What you think you know. Batteries to charge.
We know that at least one of the batteries is good. It's probable that both are good, but probable when you could verify instead means that you're going to miss something important.
Okay.
Is the smell of ozone and visible starch?
The magic smoke is still inside of it.
As far as we know. So if both batteries are good, then it's check the wiring continuity, make sure that's good. It should be, but I saw a 3-wire setup, which means it's trying to do some kind of balanced charging, which is cool. From there, you go back to the charge board. And actually, before you do any of that, Look inside the USB port and just make sure there's not some felt hanging around in there or some lint.
I have checked that. We'll look again, but flashlight. The flashlight Squick will tell me is not bright enough. No, there is no obvious lint in here.
Okay, blow into it real hard because if it's good enough for Nintendo, it's good enough for that.
Ooh, woo.
Secondly,
And now I plug it
verify
into the thing,
that
and it
the
does
cable
not
you're
charge.
Okay, now next thing is verifying that that cable you're trying to charge is actually carrying power.
It charges my phone.
Okay.
And it charges it operates my my soldering iron.
Okay. Then what we've determined so far is that the problem is between the cable and the battery, which actually excludes a lot. So we're down to either bad port, bad board, bad wiring, bad cell.
Bad blood.
Those are the 4 things we can check.
Okay. And later we can work on that.
Yeah, but you will need a multimeter or just lick things. I don't know.
I could.
Don't lick the electronics.
Could we?
Look, it's probably fine. Probably.
Can we woo them?
Yes, we can woo the electronics.
I've been led to understand you're supposed to do that with some electronics.
Yeah, but those electronics largely grossly misuse the XLR connection standard, and I'm mad about it.
Also test the Grundle, says Whacker.
I'm sure?
Stryker has one. Paintbrush confirmed, everybody.
No grumble.
Guys, we got to grumble out of him. It's a good night.
Okay, word.
Good night.
By the way, the Stryker I'm working on right now, I'm going to get this in the mail to Eeyore before I post it. But once I get that out to him, I am going to put this on my cults page if anyone is interested in a modernized Stryker. If anyone's interested. I'm not twisting anyone's arm here.
Twisting, don't worry about it.
It's called yoga and it's classy.
Cookie says I should twist your arms.
Yeah.
Buy my book. Buy my book. Buy my... Nobody gets that joke. It's okay.
And all I'm getting are weird flashbacks to... Oh, damn, what was that game?
Damn.
Star Siege.
I was going to say it was The Critic with John Lovitz as the primary voice actor.
I remember it had a really weird noodle line art style.
No, you're thinking of Dr. Katz.
You are correct. I am thinking of Dr. Katz.
It was Squiggle Vision.
Yeah. Oh, do I need electronic 20-volt pruning shears?
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like you might be lying.
I might be.
Unsure. I am unsure of your situation and whether you need that kind of technology, sir.
I could probably use it for sharpening pencils.
Can you be trusted with it?
Oh, Lord, no.
Okay,
but I already have more dangerous things.
You definitely need it.
Sweet Lord. What have I gotten myself into?
The Legion. Welcome here.
Yeah, right?
Welcome to the Black Pants Legion, where, I don't know what's going on.
So
I think I've actually been in the Legion longer than you have,
Oh,
sir.
you have. You definitely have. I think as far as this channel goes, it's you, then it's me, then it's Squick, then it's Ducks. Oh... Warlax is before Ducks. I don't know where he is in relation to Squick.
Hal's got in before Wookiee because I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe it's Hal and then Wookiee. Yeah, I think that's where we are. Hello.
Pushes the button just for heck of it.
There's no. I'll get fired.
Dux, I found a product you require immediately. It's on the internet. I will send you an image, and then you'll be
Arachnash
like,
wants
yes,
to know,
I need
Squick, where do the shears put the 20 volts?
that. Right in the go fast pins.
So in the grundle.
I mean, the electro grundle.
The electro grundle.
That is a good product.
Oh goodness. What on earth have you done?
It is a $7 orb of chicken.
It is a $7 orb of chicken, and I approve of $7 orb of chicken.
It also apparently squeaks.
Double win. Parallax, am I supposed to load up my note card?
Oh, that's right. Guys. As it turns out, our friend here, Mad Ducks.
Hello.
Mad Ducks knows a number of things about the world of Warhammer 40K. But it's a limited number of things, and this chat room is mostly responsible for what he knows.
I have learned two things about Warhammer 40K that were not from this chat.
That's true. So
everything else I know came from this chat.
From these people, these fine men and women in this chat room right now. So the question becomes, guys, he's going to read you what he knows. Can you help him learn something else about the world of Warhammer 40K?
Don't put him in yet. We will tell you when to start. Thank you.
So give me a second. I will click the correct thing instead of the other thing that I did. And I will bring up my list. And chat, what will happen is I will read you a list of every single fact that I know about Warhammer 40K. Then I will close the chat and cover up that side of the screen. And y'all will give suggestions. The other hosts will pick a factoid, and I will add it to my list.
Cookie, I think it's your turn to pick.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be.
So, Mad Ducks, what do you know about the world of Warhammer 40K?
I do know that Windows split screen is split screen isn't working the way it's supposed to. Close enough. Okay. Facts that I know about Warhammer 40K.
By Mad Ducks, 8th grade.
Quack. Number 1, the warp is some sort of turbo hell.
Accurate.
Number 2, psychers get their power by channeling the warp somehow. And in parentheses, I have you can't tell me it's not a blood magic ripoff.
We can tell you that, but we're not going to.
It totally is.
Moving on.
Number 3, Papa Nurgle is some sort of god of plague and may have a fried chicken restaurant.
Mm-hmm.
A little confused there, but that's what I was told.
That's okay.
Okay. Number 4, the Emperor eats psychers for some reason. Not kink shaming, but it's pretty weird.
It is a little strange.
Number 5, corpse starch exists and is used as a flour substitute. It's for Soylent bread. I'm sorry. It's Soylent bread. It's been done.
That's okay.
Soylent bread is people.
Soylent bread is beer.
Anyway, number 6, Space Marines are some sort of cybernetically/biologically enhanced big dudes that like shooting anyone that isn't loyal to the Emperor hard enough.
Okay.
Number 7, Tau are weebs, and I was told to underline this.
I'm substituting squats for push-up.
Number 8. Oh, wait. Do you have your headphones on?
Yes.
Okay. Number 8. There is a warp god named Slanesh, and by worshipping them, you can never be satisfied. And in parentheses behind this, I have my notes. Innuendo was implied heavily for some reason. Number 9. The Void Dragon is an angry dragon inside of Mars that makes people want to bone toasters for Excel sheets and was put there by Emperor Dude Guy.
I don't see what the problem here is.
No problem. I do not require or desire elaboration. Number 9, the Void Dragon is an angry. Oh, no, sorry. Number 10, Krieg. This is the weirdest one, I swear. Number 10, Krieg is a World War I Germany that feels bad that they weren't loyal to the Emperor hard enough. Number 11, there are dudes that are dust that are also sealed into armor that moves and shoots. Correct. Rubric Marines. And I think Psyduck was in here for that night.
He was.
Number 12. Dwarves are real and one of the least effed up factions. Warhammer started in the 80s, and one of the early things from Rogue Trader was Space Dwarves. And they were included less and less and were just like eaten by aliens or something.
Until they were uneaten.
Number 13, there is an Egyptian metal skeleton who goes around the universe collecting historic artifacts in Pokeballs. And in parentheses, Trazen has stolen more artifacts than the British, quote, Psyduck.
That's a lot.
The really 14, the Horus Heresy is the result of trust and lack of family therapy. And hold on, I hit the wrong thing. Number 15. This is the last thing that I know about Warhammer 40k. Orcs say, wah! And according to Kai Harper, it comes from like deep in the diaphragm, and you just have to be extremely enthusiastic about whatever you're doing.
I didn't hear that one. That's awesome.
That one happened since the last stream. It was an accident, and I'm like, crap, I have to get the list. I told Kai I had to update the list, and he says, cool. And he thought it was hilarious, so I had to update that list about 3 weeks ago.
Process.
It is a thing that I learned, and I am honest with the list. Okay. I have maintained this list dutifully. Okay. Now, chat, you have now learned every single thing that I know about Warhammer 40k. I am counting on you to teach me something about Warhammer 40k.
Okay, I've got my shitpost pre-gamed, loaded, and ready to go. Just say when.
Okay, so we know, everybody, these are true things. But if it is a true thing that is fucked up without context, do not give context.
Yep.
Right. I am not here for context. I'm just here to learn things, comma, some. Or one.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Also, Rails says he's applying his bother by a dad joke. Did you know Mortal Kombat is based on an old Scandinavian church song? Finish him.
Okay, I like it.
I like it.
Okay, Grimos has one. Quick has one.
Oh, there are many in there. It just murdered the formatting.
Oh my. Bismucky has one. There's one.
Take your time, Cookie.
Yeah.
Sky's the limit, up to 10 minutes. And I have chat covered. I cannot see chat. I don't know what's going on. I'm just going to assume that everybody is talking about Warhammer 40k and not pressing buttons.
Okay. All right. Oh, there's like 2 or 3 that I want.
You got to pick one.
Oh.
We got to give it a little bit more time.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Cookie. We've put you on the spot.
No.
It was your turn to be put on the spot.
There's one that is standing out.
I don't know if they're all true.
That is the thing. They have to be facts.
I don't know either, so I am trusting you, chat. I have to trust you because I know fucking all about 40k.
Copy and paste it to like somebody that does know. Who would know? Who in here would know for a fact if it's a fact?
Hold on.
Chat GPT.
Hold on.
We didn't break Chat GPT tonight, Squick.
Yet.
Oh yeah, I should do that.
So here's what we're going to do, Squick. You're going to bring up Chat GPT.
Oh, I know who I'll ask. Hold on.
And you're going to ask it about string cheese theory and how that incorporates windmills.
I'll be right back, okay?
All right. Squick, while she's gone, we'll go to Chat GPT.
Yeah.
We need to know. We need to ask it to
Is it gonna
impersonate.
settle your dispute?
No, it's going to make it worse.
Oh,
we need to ask it to impersonate a Scandinavian professor named Bjorg.
Bjorg.
Yes, named Bjorg. And we're going to ask the Scandinavian professor Bjorg Bjorgensen to explain string theory and how it can be tested with windmills.
Hello there, I am Björg Björgensen, and I am here today to tell you all about the string cheese theory.
And I'm going to be honest with you, I don't remember anything I just said. All of that was off the cuff, and I'm sure that Squick has typed none of it.
I mean, I have the word cheese.
Fair enough. That's honestly exactly as much as I hoped for, and still slightly more than I expected. So, hey, cool.
We're having a good night there, chat. Having a good night.
Quack.
Mad Ducks is going to learn something.
I'm going to get learned.
We're going to hassle the AI before it steals all our jobs. It's going to be a good night.
Wait, which AI?
Yeah. Just all of them. All the AIs.
I'm only responsible for one.
Okay, got it. Sorry.
Okay. Cookie, what do we got?
Okay, so this is from...
I'm sorry. It's from who?
Goldar Spain. When orcs paint anything red, they go faster.
Yep. The red ones go faster.
It's true.
So I have entered 16. When orcs paint anything red, they go faster. So they're like bulls, I guess?
No, specifically the thing that they paint will go faster.
Goes faster. Okay.
So like if
now,
they paint a gunmetal gray truck red, the truck will then move faster than it did before. In fact, not in opinion. It will actually do that.
Yeah, the math checks out. Okay, I am updating my list.
Okay, cool. I went and asked people I know who I trust about 40K because, I mean, I love you, chat, but y'all are weird sometimes.
I mean, they're in here with us.
We're not sure why.
True.
Maddox, what's that thing I say?
Why are you here?
That one, yeah.
Why are you here?
I think that's quote
exactly
50.
That one.
Is that quote 50?
Is chat? Is it safe to open chat now?
Yeah.
Okay, I honor the process.
Yeah.
Cough.
Yes.
Cough, cough.
I told you I had few coughs and big words, and I have kept to that.
Why are still talking about buttons?
Button.
Just the one button.
Button. Push it.
Cookie says we should push the button.
BizMonkey asks, are we allowed to send ducks? Absolutely not true, but funny 40K things. You could, but that would just kind of confuse the list. I mean, if
you make it clear that it's not for the list, then you can absolutely do that.
Okay, now Darth Crashalot has actually pushed it real good and has quoted the song, so that's... And now Voxel Forge is in with it.
Push it good.
Push it real good.
I'm actually sort of fortunate Voxel Forge will never find a way to sneak a button on one of the mechs.
Sure.
He is now.
Sure.
Well, no, he can't make a punch bot. You know, the punch and bops.
I hate to break it to you. He can do... He's a wizard. He's in fact a wizard.
Okay, I have annoyed the robot.
Okay.
Excellent.
The day is saved.
Okay, this is going to be a bit of a read. You guys ready?
As opposed
Go
to...
for it.
Punch it, Chewie.
Go.
Greetings, cheese enthusiasts and aspiring string theorists. Welcome to the most goodalicious lecture you'll ever encounter in the cosmos. I am Hammer Pants Booty Dance, your esteemed professor of cheese here at the University of Devo.
I'm still on Goodalicious.
Where we believe that every problem in the universe can be solved with a slice of cheddar and a pinch of imagination. Today we'll be delving into the tantalizing intersection of cheese and superstring theory, a realm where the complexities of dairy delicacies meet the enigmatic dance of cosmic strings. Now, some may question the connection between these two seemingly disparate subjects, but fear not. I'm here to enlighten you with my unparalleled wisdom. You see, just as cheese comes in an array of flavors, textures, and aromas, superstring theory posits that the fundamental building blocks of the universe are tiny vibrating strings that harmonize to create all the particles and forces that we observe. Now, you might wonder, what does this have to do with cheese? Well, my dear students, allow me to elucidate. In the realm of superstring theory, we encounter the concept of extra dimensions beyond the familiar 3 spatial dimensions and 1 temporal dimension. These additional dimensions, much like the layers of a delectable cheese wheel, add depth and complexity to the fabric of reality. Just
Cheese
as
wheels have layers? No, just
as
keep going.
hold your questions till the end, please. Just as a cheese connoisseur savors the nuances of each layer, so too do physicists ponder the implications of these hidden dimensions. Now, let us not forget the crucial role of symmetry in both cheese-making and theoretical physics. Just as a perfectly balanced cheese board delights the palate, so too does a symmetrical equation or a harmonious string vibration please the mind's eye. Symmetry, my dear students, is the hallmark of elegance. Whether we're discussing a finely aged Gouda or the mathematical elegance of superstring theory, but I digress. Let's return to our explorations of the cosmic dance of cheese and strings as we contemplate the mysteries of the universe. Let us not forget the humble cheese, for in its creamy depths may lie the answers to the questions we've yet to conceive. Now, are there any questions, my intrepid cheese explorers?
I'm still on Goodalicious.
Still on whatever his name was.
I can accept alternate cheese dimensions. It's the Goodalicious part that's got me.
Okay, we're good. I'm ready for the rest.
Oh, no, the last part of there was are there any questions?
Okay, no, there's no questions yet.
It played the part of the Professor Bootylicious.
Yeah. I have a question. I have a question for Professor Bootylicious.
Yes.
Is this English 101?
I thought this was established to be string cheese theory.
Listen, my wife works as a college professor. I know what kind of questions she gets.
Yeah.
Ah, my dear student, it seems you've stumbled upon the wrong lecture hall. This is not English 101. This is the transcendental realm where cheese and superstring theory intertwine in a cosmic symphony of flavor and physics. But fear not, for even if you've taken a wrong turn, you're in for a journey more exhilarating than a roller coaster ride through a cheese cave. Now, while English 101 may teach you the intricacies of grammar and composition, here we delve into the fundamental mysteries of the universe, where cheese serves as both metaphor and muse. So, if you seek to expand your horizons beyond mere syntax and punctuation, you're in the right place, my curious compatriot. Embrace the cheese. Embrace the cosmos. Let us journey together into the unknown. Are there any questions from our intrepid adventurers in the realm of cheese and strings?
What kind of cheese makes the best string theory?
I'm sure Chad has some questions.
Chat, somebody type
Darth
type a
Crashalot
question.
wants to know whether or not the moon is cheese.
That's perfect. Also, Kendall wants to know, can all cheese dimensions exist all at once?
Okay, so first I've got the answer for Cookie, and then I'll throw those in there. A question as sharp as aged Parmesan and as deep as the abyss of a Gruyere fondue. The fuck is that? That's
Gruyere.
Maybe
Gruyere.
there is illegal punctuation in that word.
Continue.
So you know it's fancy. It's like elf cheese.
Relax. Just take it cheesy. Keep going.
It's Limbus cheese.
When it comes to the best cheese for string theory, one must consider not just flavor and texture, but also the fundamental properties that make a cheese truly stringy in both the culinary and theoretical sense. In the realm of cheese, mozzarella reigns supreme as the quintessential string cheese. Its elasticity and stretchiness are unparalleled, making it the ideal candidate for those satisfying cheese pools that delight both the palate and the eye. Similarly, in the realm of superstring theory, we seek a cheese that embodies flexibility, resilience, and interconnectedness. Therefore, I propose that mozzarella with its ability to stretch and intertwine like the cosmic strings of theoretical physics, is indeed the cheese of choice for our explorations in string theory. Just as mozzarella binds together layers of a Capri salad, so too do cosmic strings weave the fabric of the universe, connecting disparate realms in a harmonious dance of existence. So, my cheese-loving cosmologists, let us embrace the mighty mozzarella as we unravel the
now, wait a
mysteries of
minute.
the cosmos.
I was in Professor Gutierrez's class, and he said that queso fresco was the best cheese for string theory.
Well, clearly, this professor begs to disagree.
So, we've got the two questions: is the moon cheese? And also, can all cheese dimensions exist at once? Questions from the
Y'all,
audience.
he's typing and talking at the same time. This is a Gouda sign.
Ah, my inquisitive students. Your questions are as intriguing as a wheel of aged Gouda. Stop talking about the Gouda man! And as tantalizing as a plate of brie with a fig jam. Let's unravel these cosmic queries with the finesse of a cheese wire slicing through a block of cheddar. Firstly, the notion of the moon being made of cheese is a delightful and whimsical idea that has captured the imagination of many throughout history. However, I must regrettably inform you that the moon is not, in fact, made of cheese. Scientific observations and lunar missions have confirmed the moon is primarily composed of rock and dust, with no evidence of dairy delicacies to be found. Now, on to the concept of cheese dimensions existing all at once. In the realm of cheese, we speak of dimensions in terms of flavor profiles, textures, aging processes, and regional variations. Similarly, in theoretical physics, dimensions refer to spatial and temporal extents beyond our familiar 3 dimensions of space and 1 dimension of time. While it is tempting to imagine a multiverse of cheese dimensions where every conceivable cheese variant exists simultaneously, we must exercise caution in applying such concepts to the realm of theoretical physics. Superstring theory posits the existence of additional spatial dimensions beyond the ones we perceive, but whether all dimensions can coexist simultaneously is a subject of ongoing debate and exploration among physicists. So, while we may indulge in the delicious thought of a cheese dimension where every cheese imaginable exists in perfect harmony, let us remember the universe, much like a finely crafted cheese platter, is a complex tapestry of flavors, textures, and dimensions waiting to be savored and explored. Now, are there any further questions, my cheese-loving scholars?
So, if established that the moon is nacho cheese, I held my tongue for that one. I hear the furious quick typing.
Okay, so they're saying stop it, you two are being curds, and then we created a monster.
Christ.
Oh, listen, our puns can only get cheddar.
I hate it. Are there any final questions for the professor?
I just had a deja vu of us having this exact conversation.
But last time it was the Technodrome with beans.
No. There was cheese because he made that cheddar conversation. I don't know if this one was real or in a dream, but there you go.
I don't know
That's
if
really
I
bad.
dreamed Mad Ducks making a comment about cheese and puns and getting cheddar, or if it was real.
That's not a Gouda sign.
Why does the neighborhood dairy farm have nukes?
I do actually have a question for the professor. Where do varieties of non-dairy cheese fit into the cosmology of the cheddar-tastic universe?
Cup.
Sorry, that was the cheddar-tastic universe or cheese-tastic?
Take your pick.
Oh, good.
This Colby has been jacked.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to scroll for this one.
That's not a good sign.
It's a great sign. What are you talking about?
My dear audience, your inquiries are as intriguing as a cheese riddle wrapped in a mystery inside a croissant.
Oh.
Let us address each question with the precision of a cheese slicer and the depth of a cave-aged. That word cannot
Just
be
skip past
legal.
it. Keep going.
No, I'm going to bitch about this first.
What was the word?
It's the same fancy-ass
Gruyere.
cheese. No, you cannot have... That is an illegal accent mark. It is forbidden.
That is Gruyere.
And I don't have a button for it on the keyboard. It's
Hey,
not
if
real.
I look up
You
the
don't
tablature,
remember what the buttons do.
That
Parallax.
is irrelevant. I'm not allowed to push them anyway.
Why not?
Parallax. If
What-
I look up the base tab and I play Brick House during this conversation, would that be categorized as R and Brie?
Firstly, regarding the moon's composition, while it's not
I got it
made of
moving.
cheese, it is indeed
What the
true
fuck
that it is
Free Corn Thursday?
nacho cheese, as in not yours nor mine, but rather a celestial body belonging to the cosmos at large. So rest assured, the moon is safe from any cheese-related excavations or lunar snacking endeavors. Now onto the matter of the local dairy farm possessing nuclear weapons. My dear audience, such a scenario sounds as improbable as a lactose-intolerant mouse attending a cheese festival. I must assure you that it is highly unlikely for a dairy farm whose primary focus is the production of dairy products to possess such destructive capabilities. Perhaps this rumor has been concocted by mischievous minds or fueled by an excess of cheesy imagination. And finally, we come to the... Oh god, this is half of it. We come to the intriguing question of non-dairy cheese and its place within the Motherfucker. One moment.
He
There will
must
be water in my
collect
mouth.
himself. The professor is
When we are
gathering
done,
his thoughts.
I have one more question, and it's the most important question.
And finally, we come to the intriguing question of non-dairy cheese and its place within the cosmology of our cheese-tastic universe. Non-dairy cheese, crafted from plant-based ingredients or alternate sources, presents a fascinating conundrum for cheese enthusiasts and cosmologists alike. While it may not adhere to the traditional definitions of cheese, it nonetheless occupies a unique niche in the vast expanse of cheese-related phenomena. In the grand tapestry of the cheese-tastic universe, non-dairy cheese serves as a testament to the boundless creativity and adaptability of humankind. Just as cosmic strings weave through the fabric of reality, so too does the ingenuity of cheesemakers and food scientists create new dimensions of flavor and texture, expanding our culinary horizons beyond the dairy aisle. So, my cheese-loving audience, let us embrace the diversity of cheese, whether dairy or non-dairy, and celebrate the endless possibilities that arise when we dare to explore the cheesy depths of the universe. Are there any further questions or perhaps a craving for a cheesy snack to ponder over?
Squick, I have the single most important question along this entire series of reasoning.
Mm-hmm.
Ask the professor, how much cheese
Can fit in the Technodrome.
would it take to fill the Technodrome? Let's see if we could like globally break Chat GPT again.
You know, it's been a long time since we.
Oh god, there's math.
Oh, I wonder if
it's been a long time since we made ChatGPT tell us to contact their helpline.
A question as monumental as a mountain of melted Monterey Jack, and as vast as the cheese mines of Racklefort. Let us embark on a cheesy calculation worthy of the most seasoned cheese mathematician. Now, for those unfamiliar, the Technodrome is the formidable fortress and mobile command center of the villainous Shredder in the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles franchise. It's a massive spherical structure with intricate internal chambers and labyrinthine corridors. Now, to determine how much cheese it would take to fill the Technodrome, we must first estimate its volume. Given its size and complexity, let's make a rough approximation. The Technodrome is equivalent to a sphere with a diameter of, say, 100 meters. The formula for this volume of sphere is V equals 4 divided by 3 pi r cubed, where r is the radius of the sphere with a diameter of 100 meters. The radius, r, would be 50 meters. Plugging these values into the formula, we find a whole bunch of math that winds up with 573,598.7755 cubic meters. Now, to fill the Technodrome with cheese, we must consider the density of cheese. Different cheeses have different densities, but let's take the average density of cheese to be around 0.95 grams per cubic centimeter. Converting cubic meters to cubic centimeters, where 1 cubic meter is 1 million cubic centimeters, we have more math.
More math.
Good lord.
Just skip to the bottom of the math. Keep going.
497,418,836.725 metric tons of cheese.
Metric
So it would
tons.
take, yeah. So it would take approximately 497,418,836.725 metric tons of cheese to fill the Technodrome to the brim. Enough cheese to satisfy even the most voracious appetite for villainous dairy delights.
I would hope so.
Oh, that's looking lovely, Parallax.
Thank you.
I need to step away. I don't know if y'all are gonna.
I think it's past the end of our time slot. We need to be done. Folks,
Okay.
we are
We're glad you're here.
Thank you for joining us.
Squick what?
Of course, my esteemed students and cheese aficionados, it has been an absolute pleasure to embark on this cheesy odyssey with you all. Remember, whether you're pondering the mysteries of the universe or simply indulging in a delectable cheese platter, always approach life with curiosity, creativity, and a generous sprinkling of Parmesan. As you venture forth into the wide world of cheese and beyond, may your journeys be as rich and flavorful as a well-aged Stilton, and may your discoveries be as boundless as the cosmos itself. Keep exploring, keep questioning, and never forget to savor the cheesy moments along the way. Farewell, my fellow cheese adventurers, until we meet again in the halls of academia or the dairy aisles of dentistry. And remember, in the immortal words of Wallace and Gromit, cheese, Gromit.
Grab it.
I'm still stuck on Goodalicious.
All right.
Okay.
Appreciate you all.
Why does the robot
Have a good night,
pun?
Cookie. So, guys, this is we are 7 minutes past our time slot. Voxaforge wants everyone to know we are at war with normalcy. That's typical. Thanks everybody for being here. I'm still not sure why you're here, but here we are. And I was going to say something else. I've forgotten what it was. Thanks.
We
for
have
Probably
that
a bunch
effect.
of words.
I'm sure there were some words. I don't know what they were. But
I mean, I could guess.
Squid could guess, but it is time for us to retire. Oh, that's what I was going to say, guys. If you want us to talk about your recent work, minis, art, whatever you want to send us, we have gotten lots and lots of different kinds of art throughout the term of the show. If you have done something creative and you want, thank you, ER, and you want to show it off on stream, or if you're looking for feedback on it or advice or anything like that, send it to us. It's in chat. That's art@wbpl76.com. That'll come straight to me, and we will put it on the show next week. Aside from that, remember, don't push the button.
I'll get fired.
Unless you really want to push the button.
But then I'll get fired.
Well, I mean, you're just an AI. You're taking somebody's job as it is.
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's probably fine. Anyway, I'm putting something in the Discord, and then you can enjoy it with your eyeballs.
Okay. Everybody, it has been dumb as always. Have a good night.
Hell yeah.
We're going to go ahead and get on out of here.
Have fun,
Have
everybody.
a good night.
Bye.
Of all the